Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are
I'm
you?
doing great.
Good.
If you don't mind, will you please state your name and occupation?
My name is Vanessa Brownlee. I work at Southwest Carolina Treatment Center. I am the assistant director and I am a substance abuse counselor. I carry a small caseload of patients.
Okay. Can you tell me a bit about your credentials?
Yes, I have a BA, a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a minor in Human Resources, and I have an MA, a Master's of Arts in Organizational Management, specializing in organizational leadership.
Okay. What previous work experience do you have?
Well, I have work experience in manufacturing and some in the hospital setting, clinical pharmacy.
Okay. How long have you been in the field?
I've been in this field for about 4 years now.
4 years. What drew you to it, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, being that I am a licensed minister and I have a lot of experience in counseling through the church, that's kind of what drew me to this field. I didn't think I would end up in substance abuse counseling, but I felt like I would end up in counseling somewhere.
It's pretty interesting. You said you're a counselor. What can you expect on a typical day?
On a typical day, you can expect patients to need adjustments to their dose of medication to keep them from craving the drugs.
How many clients do you usually see a day?
I carry a caseload of about 38 patients right now. My caseload is larger than what it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be 30 or below. So on a typical day, well, it kind of varies. It's kind of feast or famine. Some days you may see about 10 patients. Some days you may only see 3 or 4. So it kind of varies.
What is the factor that decides how many patients you will see?
Well, my job title basically, oh, you mean how many I'll see on a daily basis?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, some set up appointments. But you can also have walk-ins, so you just never really know.
Never know.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
With your clients, what are the most common issues? You said substance abuse, correct? What is the most common substance you would say?
Opiates. That's what we treat people who are addicted to oxycodone, heroin, Percocet, Norcos, and Lortab. Those are that nature. Yeah. They have to be addicted to that in order to become a patient at our facility, but they may be using other drugs like cocaine, methamphetamine. But our focus is the opiates, because if we can get them off of the opiates, generally they stop craving the other drugs as well.
In order to get them to stop, how do you provide help?
First and foremost, we have to get them on a dose of, we treat our patients with methadone and with Suboxone. Those are 2 drugs that help to eliminate or reduce the cravings. So first of all, we have to make sure that they're on a stable dose. It takes a while sometimes to figure out what dose they need to be stable. So that's the first thing. And then we counsel them, because the thing is, the medication can keep them from craving, but the counseling helps them develop a lifestyle of not abusing drugs. If that makes sense. You know, you have to find another crowd to hang out with. You may have to take another route to work if your drug dealer lives on the street that you take to go to work and things like that. So we have to counsel them and try to find out their triggers and help them work through those triggers.
With counseling, have you ever had a patient form an emotional attachment to you?
Yes.
How'd you handle that?
It's a female, and she felt like we were buddies, and there has to be a boundary between you and your client.
Yes,
and it's okay for that client to refer to you as a friend, but then when they want to start hanging out and want your phone number and things like that, you have to put an end to it. And the best thing to do is sometimes to transfer them. I had to transfer her to another counselor.
What is your most interesting experience, I should say?
The most interesting experience I've had was when a patient came in high. I'm not sure what she was high on that day. I don't remember. But she was upset about something, and I was behind my desk, and somehow she got between me and the door. I was sitting down, she was standing up over me, and she was screaming at me, and I felt very, very threatened. And at that point, she got so loud, and I had to raise my voice too to notify the other counselors that, hey, something's going on in my office. And so eventually I just had to hit my desk with my fist.
Oof.
To get two other counselors came over to de-escalate the situation. So that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Okay, speaking of work, how do you plan your work schedule?
Wow. My work schedule, how I plan it. They kind of plan it for me. My patients, they really sort of plan my schedule for me because, like I said, we do take walk-ins, so we don't really know what our schedule is going to be like from day to day. You know, we do have doctor days, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but outside of that, it's kind of difficult to plan a work schedule, to be honest. So, yeah.
What are your typical work hours like?
My work hours are 5 a.m. to 12:30. I get up at 3:30 every morning. Yeah, and the reason our hours are set that way is because you would really be surprised at the people who are addicted to drugs. And some of them they choose to take treatment here in Anderson to avoid being recognized in Greenville. So they may have to be at work at 7 o'clock. So that's why we open so early, so we can make sure we get those patients dosed and counseled and on to work.
How do you plan your schedule outside of work? What is your free time like?
By the time I get off at 12:30, because I get up at 3:30, I generally want to take a nap. First thing, my body just starts crashing. And then after that, I get up about 3:30, 4 o'clock. I'm pretty good. So I'm pretty good to go after that. But about 9:30, I'm ready to get into bed again. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Are you happy with the career you chose?
I'm happy with it. I don't know if I want to retire dealing with that demographic of people. I mean, because it's very challenging and it can wear on you. Yes. I do like what I do, and it's rewarding to see them come off the drugs and start living a normal life like you and I. I had one patient came in, the only thing she wanted, I asked, what do you want to get out of your treatment? She said, I want a new pair of shoes and some new panties. I know that sounds crazy, but she ended up going to school to be a nurse. So
that's not rewarding. Like
very rewarding, but at the same time, it can really drain you when people. That's a needy demographic of people, so they constantly pull from you. And I just don't know that I want to retire in this field.
Is there anything else you would like to explore in medical field, or wish you had explored?
Nothing that I really wish I had explored. Like I said, I did work in pharmacy at ANMED. I made chemotherapy treatments for the most part. But I would like to maybe, being that I have a master's in organizational management, I would like to maybe get into management or leadership or administration within the hospital again.
Well, thank you for your time and also the opportunity to interview you.
Thank you for choosing to interview me. It's been nice.
Been nice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.